Before starting the interview session, Kartikey, we will discuss what is the interview technique, what are the ideas and tricks which you have to follow before going for any interview. Okay, not this RIMT interview only. Any interview you are going to face. Okay, we have to follow this interview technique. Getting me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there are some rules, things which you have to accomplish with, you have been to disciplined for that. And what are the technique? The technique is before entering in any interview hall. Okay? Before entering in any interview hall, the first and most important thing is you have to be very cheerful.
Yes, sir.
You should have a happy face, smiley face. Okay? Yes or no?
Okay, sir.
Okay, how are you?
Sir, yes, sir, I am fine.
Okay, Kartikey, very good evening. You are first time going to any interview?
Yes, sir.
So, how your class is going on? Today you went to the
Sir,
school?
classes are. No, sir, I don't go to school because today is the holiday.
Okay, why there was a holiday today?
Because of the because of the there is Saturday.
Got it. So, where do you go to the school? What is the name of your school?
Gurukul Public School.
Where it is?
Gurukul
Where
Public
your
School,
school is
Mathura.
located? Gurukul Public
Navada in
School.
Mathura.
Got it. So, before starting the interview session, Kartikey, we will discuss what is the interview technique, what are the ideas and tricks which you have to follow before going for any interview. Okay, not this RIMT interview only. Any interview you are going to face. Okay, we have to follow this interview technique. Getting me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there are some rules, things which you have to accomplish with, you have been to disciplined for that. And what are the technique? The technique is before entering in any interview hall. Okay? Before entering in any interview hall, the first and most important thing is you have to be very cheerful.
Yes, sir.
You should have a happy face, smiley face. Okay? Yes or no?
Okay, sir.
Okay. And the second thing is, while entering, you have to walk smartly.
Okay, sir.
How you have to walk smartly?
Uh, by walking.
Not very fast, not very slow. Okay? Not very
Okay,
fast,
sir.
not very slow. Not like just bending your head towards the ground, watching towards the interview members. Okay? Having a smiley face. Okay? And
Yes, sir.
just reaching towards the interview panel. You have to stand until unless you're not supposed to ask to sit. Okay. So what happens in the interview panels? Once your number came interview, a peon or a chowkidar or a person who is detailed to call to the candidate for the interview, he'll call for your number, roll number, and ask you to enter in the interview hall. Okay. Getting me or not?
Okay.
The once you are called for the
Okay,
interview,
sir. Yeah, I am hearing.
after the discussion,
Yes, sir.
after the discussion, I'll just highlight the shortcomings. You
Okay.
also just note it down, and in the last we will discuss to him what are the same mistake he is just going. you will be asked to enter in the interview hall. Okay. Say yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So once you are entering in the hall, you have to say, "May I come in, sir?" Because
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
you don't know either the ma'am is sitting over there or the sir is sitting there. Who is sitting there? You are not aware. Okay. So you have to say, "May I come in, sir?" After entering, once you entered, okay, getting me?
Okay, sir.
Once
Yes,
you
sir.
enter, how you have to enter? Smartly. And what is a smartly? Having a smiley face.
And walking smartly while not so fast and not
Yes.
so slow.
Okay, got it. And then their chair will be just placed before the interview panel. You just go and stand beside the chair. You don't
Okay,
go
sir.
and sit, not like that. You just go and stand beside the chair. Then the interview member will ask, after entering, you have to say, according to the time, "Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am," if the ma'am is there. If it is afternoon, you have to say, "Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am."
Good.
Okay. Not very
Okay,
teeny
sir. But I
words.
have a question.
Yes.
Sir, if we are walking through the interview rooms, we have to walk uh, by our hands at the back or with at
Not
to
normal
the.
walking. Don't place your hands behind. Don't put your
Okay,
hands
sir. We have
behind.
to place the hands with our hand.
Not like that. Stand up, just move before the camera. Just you stand up. Just move behind the camera. Just go behind, move the camera.
Sir, like this.
Not like, just move your. How do you walk? How do you walk in your daily walking?
Sir, I walk like this.
Just swing the hand. Just go behind and come once again so that I will able to see how you're walking. Come. Not like that. Move back, come again. Try to swing. Normal walking. How you normally walk?
Sir, I walk like this.
Little fast. Go back and come again. Yes. Come again. Yeah. Start walk. Start walking. Swing the hand. Don't just stop your hand. Let the hand to swing. Normal swing. Yes. In the normal way. How do you normally walk? See, in regular, in your general way.
Sir, I.
Yes, like this. Don't try to
Okay, sir.
restrict your hand. Don't try to restrict your hand. It should be normal as usual as you usually walk. How do you go to your classroom in the same way, but smartly? If your
Yes,
principal,
sir.
if your teacher asks you to go to the principal, how do you enter the principal room?
Sir, I will enter like I will enter that I keeping my hands at the back.
Don't do
So
that.
I will.
Don't do that.
Okay, sir.
Normal way. Normally walking. How do you normally walk? Lit-
Yes, sir, I know by
yes,
keeping my
yes,
hands
like
and.
that. That's I need. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Normal swing. Normally swing your hand and enter in the hall. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Getting me or not?
Yes, sir.
Not like a cadet, not like because you are not an NCC cadet, you're not a soldier. So I'm not asking you to go to the drill. You just have a normal thing of your hand. Okay. Because nothing is in your hand. Okay. You're not supposed to carry anything in your hand, na? Are you carrying any file? You're
Yes.
not supposed to carry
No,
file.
sir.
If you need to carry anything, then you one thing will be in the hand and one hand will be moving only. Okay. But if nothing is in your hand, so try to swing both the hand, not fully, but partially. Okay. Got it.
Yes.
The next thing, after that, the next thing to keep in your mind is you have to stand beside the chair provided, and you are not supposed to sit until unless you are asked to sit. Once the interview panel asks you to sit, take a seat without moving the chair. You are not supposed to move the chair according to your comfort. Okay. You're not supposed to move the chair.
Yes, sir.
You have to adjust your posture on the chair provided. Try to adjust yourself to make you comfortable. But don't try to move the chair here and there. Okay? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Once you are comfortable, any one of the members among the panel, there may be 4 or 5 members, he will ask you a very common question. And why he'll ask you the very common questions? The common question will be like this. How are you? From where you have come? What's your name? Why he asks you this basic question? To make you comfortable. Getting me?
Yes, sir.
So once he asks you a very questions, say smiley, having a smiley face, you have to say whatever the question is asked. He may be asking, how
Okay.
are you?
Yes, sir.
I'm good. I'm okay. I'm fine. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then after, they will start having conversations to you. They are not going to ask you a GK question in the beginning. They are not going to ask you a math question in the beginning. They will just ask to know about you and your family. That's it. The main aim of the interview is to know about the candidate. Because as far as your knowledge is concerned, they have already checked in the written exam conducted. Okay. So the basic idea of the interview is to know about the candidate. And how to know about the candidate? By having conversation. Got it? So the
Yes.
first question will be, tell me about you. Maybe they will ask you, tell me about yourself. Maybe they will ask you, tell me about your routine, from where you have come. But the basic idea of the question is to know about the candidate. Okay. Once the interview panel asks you, tell me about you, so what are the things you need to cover in the question? The things need to cover in the question is about your name, your school, your class, your hobby and interest, your favorite subjects, about your parents, their profession, about your siblings, and your participation in extracurricular activities. But these all things should be in a sequence.
Sir,
Yeah. Yes. Tell me.
sir, if if my grandfather was in the army at Sugar Major, so I can tell them in the my in
Yes,
intro.
yes, yes, yes. Once he asks you about, tell me about yourself, you must include all these things. First of all, you have to tell them
Yes, sir.
about you. Once telling about yourself is finished. In yourself, what you have to include, I have just discussed before. What is that? About your schooling, name of the school, your favorite subjects, your hobby interest, your sports activities, your extracurricular activities, about your parents, their profession, again about your grandparents, about and their profession. That's it. Okay.
Yes.
If someone doesn't have grandparents, and if he wish to tell them about them, if he wish, he can. Otherwise, no need. Then after, they will ask raising question about from the first question. That is, what answers you have given your first question about your schooling, your favorite subject, your hobby, interest, sports. They will try to raise questions among the first questions. And the second question, third question will be about your school, about your favorite subject, about your hobby, about your game, about your parents. Getting me? This will be your second and third questions.
Sir.
So what need to be done by you? You have to try to make answer of these questions. You must know about your hobby. You must know about the game you play. You must know details about the subject, which is your favorite subject. You must know about your parents. Okay. You must know about your state, your district, about your siblings, and your likes and dislikes. Then they may not. They will ask you about your strongness, weaknesses. You must know what is your strength and weakness. Okay. Why I'm discussing this? Only these are the things which are asked by interview panel in any one of the interview. Level of the questions may be high, but the questions are the same. Maybe the question will be connected. Maybe there will not be the exact questions, but the question will be connected, I'm very sure. Okay. Then the next question arises, why do you want to join RIMC? It's a very basic questions. But the answers given by the candidates are differ person to person. Maybe your perception will be something else, my perception will be something else. Okay. That's why they want to know why you as a candidate want to join RIMC. Many of the candidates will be there in the interview panel of RIMC. They have already studying in RMS. Maybe they will be studying in Sainik school. They have also cleared RIMC. Or they may have already cleared, but they have not joined RMS and Sainik school. Then the question arises, instead of studying in RMS and Sainik school, why they want to join RIMC? Or already they have cleared RMS and Sainik school, then why they didn't join? Again, the answer of this question is differ person to person. You must be prepared enough to answer these questions. Getting me? Then the basic question is, which game do you play and how do you play? What are the basic rules? Okay. Then come about your hobby and interest. What is your hobby and interest, and how do you maintain it? And why do you do this activities as a hobby? And this activity must be included in your daily routine. Don't forget. If it is really a hobby, you must include in your daily routine. He'll ask about your daily routine. Don't try to hide it out. Must include that. Okay. Then what is your ultimate goal after joining RIMC? Very simple question.
My ultimate goal is to be an army officer.
Everyone's, those who join to RAMC, 99% of the candidates, their ambitions are to join armed forces officer. Then they will ask you, is there only way to join armed forces officer? Are there many ways other than RAMC? So the ways other than RAMC you must be aware of. Like you have NDA after 10 plus 2. You must have go through TES technical into scheme. Apart from that, you have CDS. In CDS, you have IMA, OTA. You have technical into scheme, technical graduate scheme. You have JAG entries. Okay, many more. Apart
Yes, sir.
from that, you have many officers after joining Agniveer as a soldier, as a Sipahi. There are some entries after joining armed forces as an Sipahi. So you must be aware of that. So in the forthcoming session or coming session, we will discuss what are the other ways other than joining RMS, Sainik School, RAMC. What are the other ways to join Army, Armed Forces, Army, Navy, Air Force as an officer? We will discussing upon. Getting me? So now, after discussing these
Yes,
basic
sir.
ideas, we will have a small session of the interview. I hope the things which we have discussed just before, you will include these things so that I will able to understand either you are going to include the things which I have just told you in the questions or not. So ready for that? Kartikey.
Yes, sir.
So Kartikey, tell me about you.
Yes.
Yes.
So my name is Kartikey Singh. I am from Mathura, Uttar Pradesh. I am currently studying in Gurukul Public School, Mathura. My father's name is Dr. Sapir Singh and he is a veterinary officer. My mother's name is Udesh Chaudhary and she is a block education officer. My grandfather was in the army at the rank of Subedar Major. My hobby is to play badminton and drawing. I am a hardworking and diligent boy. My aim in life is to be an army officer.
Okay. So tell me about your daily routine, Kartikey.
My daily, I wake up at 5:25, 45 a.m. and get ready to school. And my van comes on 6:20, and then after attending the school, I come nearly on 1:30, having lunch, and after having lunch, I study for nearly 2 hours, and then I go for playing badminton. After it, I have my dinner and studies and go to bed.
See, Karthikeya, one thing I would like to tell you, after coming back from school and after having lunch, it is not possible directly to go for the study in the daily life, as usually have, we can see. So how you maintain this hobby? It's not possible for you and for any candidate or any student. Just coming back from school after having lunch, how one go for the study? How one can go? You just tell me.
So I go to the study. I do my homework and revise everything that I has
It
done in
seems,
school.
see Karthik, it seems that you are continue in a study mode because see, after waking up, after your routine, you go to the school and after coming back and having after having lunch, again you are going to sit for your homework. Is it possible for any student? So the best thing is to just be truth. Whatever you do, that's okay. Because at this age, everyone knows that it's not possible to continuously go for the study for anyone. Everyone needs some rest, na? Maybe you'll be watching TV, maybe you'll be watching cartoons. It's usual because at your age,
Yes, sir.
it's usual. Everyone do that. Because for your comfortable, for your enjoyment, you must be watching something, na? Must be you will be taking rest, maybe you will be sleeping.
Sir, at, at study hours, I also pursue my hobby, which is drawing, and I draw for nearly half
That's
or 1 hour,
That's
and
great.
then I go to sleep.
That's great, Kartikey. That's why I'm telling you. Be truthful to your activities, whatever you do. You say if after what do you generally do after coming back from school? Just tell that.
Yes, sir.
See, army needs a candidate who is fond of everything. They don't need scientists. Getting me? They need a simple
Yes.
person who have managed his time for his sleep, for his game, for his study, for everything. He need a person having disciplined of his timetable. You must be restricted to your timetable, whatever you have managed. Getting me? So whatever the timetable you have made, just restrict to that only. If you have mentioned that after coming back from school, you sleep for 2 hours, just mention you sleep for 2 hours. Why do you sleep? You want to make you refresh. Sleeps make you refresh, na? That's why you sleep.
Yes, sir.
Because if someone comes from school after 5, 6 hours, he must be tired of. So after having lunch, he needs some rest. It's a common thing. So for rest, what someone do? Either he sleep or watch TV. Because minds need some diversion. It continuous cannot concentrate on study. So for that, for making the mind comfortable, either you will be watching TV, either you will be drawing, or you will be taking rest. So whatever the activity you do in your routine, make a routine in a notebook, okay? And try to repeat the same thing. And there, once you ask these questions, try to be truthful as you do usually at your home. That's it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I'll ask you the same question tomorrow. Be truthful and try to include all the things which you do. Make a practice of it. Okay. Now you tell me who is your best friend and why he is your best friend. He or she is your best friend.
My friend is Kartikey Singh. He is my best friend because we know each other since from 2 to 3 years, and he is a very innocent and trustworthy person. So I and he are best friends.
See, you have mentioned he is trustworthy. Will you please share any example or any incident where you have seen that he is trustworthy?
Once I told him a secret, and he don't told the secret to anyone, and it shows his loyalty to me.
Okay. What was the secret?
Uh, sir, the secret was that I don't like another person the arm of me.
Sorry. I'm not getting Kartike.
So I don't like the there was a student in the class I don't like, and I am just mocking him. So
Got it.
I don't want him to be told that.
But this was the trustworthy. That's why you like him. Okay. Any other quality other than trustworthy you like in him?
He is also good in sports and also in co-curricular activities and also in academics.
Okay.
So it is a good company to me.
Got it. So what is his favorite sports which you like?
Also,
What is his favorite sports?
his favorite sport is football and badminton.
Okay. And what is his favorite subject?
His favorite subject is maths.
Okay. And what is your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is also maths.
So, Kartik, you tell me what are the qualities of your father that you like most? Or you want
I
to be
like
in the
the.
similar qualities? Yeah.
I want to be brave like him and strong. And also, he is very helpful and caring.
So, how you can become like your father, brave and strong?
Sir,
Any? Yeah. Yeah. Tell me.
I want to join army, and I will do the physical exercise and hard work to be brave and the strong as my father.
As in your routine, what step you are taking up to make you strong?
As you know that I play for 2 hours. I play badminton for 2 hours, and if I will feel so to take more steps, I will take it.
Got it. So, Kartik, you tell me, as you are from UP, Mathura, what are the places, if I wish to come to your city,
Yes, sir.
Mathura, what are the places you would like to let me visit?
I will prefer you to visit the Holy Gate, and you can also see in Holy Gate. You can see the Dwarkadish temple, which
Mhm.
and also you can see the Shram Ghat, which is the most religious ghat of Yamuna. And I would also like in Holy Gate. I would also like to see you the Kanskila, which is nearly for a 10 minutes boat ride from the Vishram Ghat. And
Mhm.
after Holy Gate, I would like to prefer you Barsana, which is the birthplace of Lord Radha, Goddess Radha. It has the Radharani temple, and also various. It has also famous for its holy. And you, I would like to then I would like prefer you to go for Gokul, and in Gokul I would prefer you to Raman Reti, which has various. It is a very good temple, and also so you can do some recreational activities like elephant ride, and also it has very religious environment. And then I would prefer to go for the museum, Mathura Museum, which is also in the Dwagya Nagar. It is famous for its history and Mathura School of Art. And lastly, I would prefer you to go for Vrindavan, which has various temples and famous for its interscenic beauty.
Okay, so Kartik, you tell me why the Mathura is famous.
Mathura is famous for Lord Krishna, as it is known as Lord Land of Lord Krishna, birthplace of Lord Krishna.
Mhm.
And Mathura is also famous because it has one of the largest refinery. It is also a main center of Buddhism and Jainism, and also
Okay,
it has Mathura cantonment, which is the headquarters of Strike One Corps in the army.
got it. So, as far as army headquarters, army units are concerned in Mathura, which headquarters is there in army? If you know at the army headquarters, which core headquarters is there?
Strike One Corps headquarters are there, and it is also
All
the
right, all
functional
right.
unit of.
I got it, got it, got it. So, Kartikeya, we had a healthy discussion today. Though it's a first session we had, in the forthcoming session, I'll discuss with Nitin sir. If he asks you for any further session of interview with you, we'll continue. Meanwhile, what are the things you have to practice? The questions which I have asked you during this session, you have to write down your answer in the notebook. Okay. One more thing you have
Yes,
to do
sir.
it. You have to stand before the
Hmm.
mirror where you will see your full image. Okay.
Yes,
You
sir.
have to see your full image. If not full mirror you have, you just need to see your partial image, half of the image, especially your body postures, your tongues. Okay. And you have to speak loudly before standing the mirror. And what you have to speak, you have to read the answer which you have written. And what are the questions? Tell me about yourself, about Mathura. Okay.
Yes,
And
sir.
how you have to include? You have to make a sequence of answering. You must know what should I know first. If you want to tell something, how you will include? You have to represent which is important in the first and which is least important in the last. Getting me? So you have to
Yes, sir.
answer these questions while standing before the mirror loudly. And how you will able to listen the answer, what answer you had given,
Yes.
you have to record this answer. Use a microphone or a speaker, record the answer while standing before the mirror and listen by yourself in your leisure time, in your spare time. This way you will able to understand how you had given the answer, what things you want to add by yourself, which you wanted to include in the answer you have not included. For example, I'm telling you, if you want to write an essay, after completing the essay in a given time, if I've given you 5 minutes to write an essay, after 5 minutes, if I'll give you the same page and I tell you to write the answer, write an essay, you will add many things which you wanted to add. But because of the time, because of striking of your minds in the particular time, you are not able to include that things. Getting me? I'm repeating the same.
Yes, sir.
If I'm giving you 5 minutes to write down an essay, and after taking back your answer essay set, if I'll give you again 5 minutes and a fresh page, you'll write better than the previous essay. Getting me? Why? Because you have understand what things to be write down first, what things you have to write in the last. I think you understand my questions, my idea. The once you
Yes, sir.
will write the answer by yourself and try to stand before the mirror and recording your answers, listen it again, rewrite. This way you can improve your answering skill, your pronunciation, your vocabulary, your tongue's clarities, and this technique will make you very, very confident. So hardly how many days are
Yes, sir.
left for your final interview?
Sir, I am the score of my. It is on 8th of May, so I have only 3 days left.
So you have 3, 4 days left. All right. So you have 3 days left to start practice from today, not from today, from now. Okay, not
Yes, sir.
continuous. Just try to make one answer. For example, tell me about yourself. And what are the things I have told you to include? Your everything, which includes your academics, your class, your school name, your hobby, interests, sports, your extracurricular activities participation, about your siblings, your parents, their professions, your grandparents, and their profession. All right.
Yes.
Then you have to write down your daily routine. Don't try to include the things which are not supposed to be included. Try to include the things you really do in your home. Otherwise, you will not be truthful. You will be catch up. So don't try to hide out
Yes, sir.
anything. Try to be as truth as you are. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
practice
Sir,
this.
and
Yes, tell me.
sir, in studies, I would refer to the that I also do the drawing and I also pursue my hobby and then I go for studies, not only direct.
You
So,
can say for your interest. That's why I ask you what is your hobby and interest. In your hobby, you can mention. You already have mentioned your football is your hobby. As a sports, your football is your sports activities. And as far as your interest is concerned, you can mention drawing and painting. Drawing could be your interest. So mention
okay,
drawing. And when do you do your drawing? In your spare time, in your leisure time, after coming back from school. And why do you do that? To make you comfortable, to make you happy, to make you cheerful, to make you.
yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, that's it. Anything else would like to ask?
No, sir. Sir, how
So
I have to end the interview, sir? When they say that you may go now, so how I have to
see,
went out?
until unless you are not asked to leave the chair, you are not supposed to leave. They will say you in the last, Kartikey, it was a wonderful discussion. You may go now. They will say you. They will allow you to go. So don't worry. Listen their questions properly. Until unless they are not finished, don't try to answer the questions. Let them finish, then they start answering.
Yes.
Try to listen their questions very, very carefully. Why I'm saying very, very carefully? Maybe they will ask two, three questions at a time. Maybe they will ask single questions. In a single question, it is okay. But once they are asking two questions at the same times, listen the questions and try to answer both the questions as they have asked. If they ask first question in the beginning, try to answer the first question, but don't forget to answer the second question.
Okay, sir.
Anything else?
No, sir.